Look deep into the roots, so deep that you can see mama's maybes and daddy's nevers. You can see potentials and possibilities in these coils. Look deep. Look deep into these roots, and you can see yesterday's past and tomorrow's futures. You can see the diaspora in these roots. You can see Mama Africa spreading her wings, opening her eyes, and introducing the world to my glory. Can't you see my roots? Can't you see the coils that come out of the top of my head are reaching towards the sun like a plant trying to find its future tomorrows? Can't you see us? Just the same. Just the same.
Introduce myself. You guys could call me Flash. What else you want to know? I grew up in Manhattan with my parents, obviously. We moved to Jersey when I was in high school. I am Dominican, basically. But if you want to go back into my history, I have some Haitian, some Italian, and some Spaniard in me. But I am a Latina. And this is my pajon. Yeah, this is my pajon. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's exotic. It's beautiful. It's exciting. It takes a lot of work, but it's exciting. It goes back. It goes way back to when Columbus came and took over DR. Pretty much obliterated everyone. All the Taino Indians were gone, and they took us. They brainwashed us to think that straight hair and thin hair was beautiful. They dehumanized us pretty much. And to this day, we see the effects of that. There's a lot of people who think that straight hair and thin hair is beautiful, but this is just as beautiful. So my mom relaxed my hair. She converted my hair from this super big curly puff to super straight. Only because she needed to manage my hair and she didn't know how to. My mom had straight hair. I cannot blame her. Cannot blame her. Getting the relaxer on my hair never really felt right, like ever. There was a burning sensations and I'd be left with a sensitive scalp. I didn't like it. I think there were a lot of reasons that kind of played into the fact of me going natural. I think it was a mixture of moving from the Bronx, from an all-Catholic high school, all girls Catholic high school, to now an all-white co-ed school in New Jersey. There were probably one or two of us minorities in each classroom, and it was a very difficult adjustment. It was culture shock for sure. Okay. Yeah, my mom did not like the fact that I was going natural. She didn't understand it, and a lot of people still to this day do not understand why we go natural, which is really not going natural, as they say. You're just returning back to your roots. This is my hair. This is what my hair looks like. I love the fact that it's become a thing. I love the fact that it is now a movement. And I just want people to learn more about the history behind your hair, and why the fact that we're doing this movement is more than just about our hair. It's about our culture, it's about us embracing who we are as a group, and I feel like it's gonna make us stronger. Like, this hair is powerful.
I got no magic wand.
So Mona ain't got no magic wand. That's what she's saying. But it's true. This hair takes work and it takes time. Like anything good in life, it takes time. And if you want long-term results, you need to put in long-term work. It takes work. This didn't take 5 years. This puff took a long time. And I feel like nowadays in this society, we're all about instant gratification. You know, we want to post something right away. We want to lose 1,000 pounds tomorrow. You know, none of that is possible. There's no magic pill.
Hi, my name is Hortensia Caides. I am a Brazilian blogger slash photographer based in New York City. I've been in the US for quite some time. I came here when I was 8 years old. When I was growing up in Brazil, I remember having curly hair. It wasn't like a big issue then because I was little. It's not really something I thought about. And then I moved here, and that's when I really started to see how my hair wasn't really accepted in the States. My mom had really curly hair. I remembered it being super beautiful, and I've always admired my mom's hair, but she personally did not like her hair. And probably because it wasn't accepted in both countries. Brazil at the time, you know, the generic, stereotypical, as people would say, are girls with straight hair, long hair, beautiful, and to have curly hair, it was considered bad. A lot of the terminologies that my mom would use would be brombil, which is Brillo pad, and that's what we'd get referenced to when we would rock curly hair. So when I was 22, I think that was when I said to myself, all right, I'm done straightening my hair. It stopped me from doing normal activities like going to the gym because I didn't want my sweat to make my curls come back. So I was like, you know what, it's time to start embracing what I have on top of my head. So at 22, I think that was the time frame, I cut my hair like boy short. And I told myself, all right, yeah, straighten it maybe once a month instead of your normal once a week. And then I thought that was gonna be okay. I thought that I was doing something for myself where I'm like, all right, I'm being good, I'm not gonna straighten my hair. Well, little did I know that I would obviously relapse and damage my hair again, as we all know. When I was browsing on Instagram, I saw this girl named Curly Edgy, and I was like, whoa, this girl's hair is amazing. Like, her haircut is on point. She's got, you know, volume. I loved it. She's telling people what products to use. So I was like, let me reach out. There's no shame in asking for help, right? So I reached out, and she recommended me to a beautiful lady named Mona, and she helped me completely embrace all that came with curly hair. At the time, I didn't think there was a lot to embrace because I was like, oh, whatever, my hair is what it is and it's healthy at this point. As long as it's healthy, I'm fine with it, even though I wasn't completely satisfied with myself in having it. She cut my hair in a way where I didn't think I would ever get a haircut like that. I got a dry cut and I thought, this is weird. Why is she cutting my hair dry? I had like a girl post about me and repost me asking like, can somebody please tell me if she's black or mixed, because she doesn't know anything, she shouldn't be posting anything about natural hair movement. Now that's open for discussion. I'm all about educating myself. So I countered it with like, why do you feel that I have to be a certain race in order for me to embrace what I have? It's not like I'm culture appropriating anything. So really, why can't you accept me the way I am, the way I try to accept everybody else the way they are? This is the secret. You go like this, and then you take a selfie. You see how big my hair is? No, damn well my hair is not like that.
Let's see. So my name is Edgelise. Others call me Edgy, which is my actual nickname because some people think that I just made that up for some reason. And I'm considered Curly Edgy through Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, anything that you can think of, that is going to be the name. Growing up, I remember when I was like 2-3 years old, my mom used to always put the banana clip on me. so it kind of gave me like the frohawk look that I still do to this day. And she would always just let my hair out. She wouldn't put no product. She wouldn't put anything, now that I think about it. And then maybe at the age of like 7, I started becoming more in the tomboy lifestyle. I would have my hair in a low bun, or it would be just in a ponytail. And I just hated dealing with my hair. It would get so tangled and just having to deal with the process. I was like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. So then my sister is the one that started telling me, you need to start being more girly. Like when I was in junior high. So I was like 12. And I said, but I'm girly. She's like, no, you need to get your life together. No, boys are not gonna like you looking like a boy. And then I said, okay, fine. So I finally started letting my hair out, but my hair was straight, well, curly down to here. And all my cousins, my aunts, they were religious of going to the hair salon every Friday. That was the ritual. So I would go every Friday. And then I started going every 2 weeks. And then after that, I did it until I was like 18. And I went to the salon and she said, your hair is long, but it's dead. So I'm gonna have to cut it. So she cut it up to here. And I said, what the heck is this? So that forced me to go back to putting my hair in a ponytail, going back to blow drying my hair, because I said, I'm not walking outside with my hair like this. So I did that, and then all my friends have straight hair. So I said, this is me fitting into them, because whenever we would go out, I was the oddball out, and I just didn't want attention being brought to me. So I then decided again to cut my hair, not as short. And that is when I said, you know, I'm tired of spending money going to this hair salon, being there for like 5 hours just to come out with pin straight hair that would last me 3 days. Going to the hair salon was what I thought normal at that time, because my aunts would go and my mom would go, and they all have curly hair, not as curly as mine, but pretty much in that area. So they would say that curly hair just looks too messy, it looks too crazy, and they would say that having straight hair is easier to maintain, and it's just more convenient, and it just looks better. So it was kind of drilled in my head that that is what is normal, that that is what is better. Having my hair crazy, that means I'm walking around looking like a lunatic or something. That's what I thought. And being there for 5 hours, you have to wait and then do the roller set and then get your hair blow dried, and then you have to deal with the flat iron, and then it's just like draining and more draining. And then when you sit down and really think about it, it's like you're spending money to have someone ruin your hair. I think the reason why the curly hair community has taken such a big jump the way that it is, and you can call it a community now, is because for once, finally, in a very, 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 very long time, people can do whatever they want and not feel judged. It's not a competition. Other curly girls are gonna say, oh my God, I love your curls. This is what you should do. This is what works for me. So people are very welcoming. And I think that is what people always want. They don't wanna feel like, oh, they're getting negative attention, but instead, you don't need to know each other through a hole in a wall, but you bump into each other on Instagram, and then you just become Instagram friends because of your hair. And then you start saying, oh my God, I like this product. Oh, this worked for her. I like her hair. I like this. I like that. I don't like this. So I feel the community is genuine and sincere, and it's something that people have been wanting for so long, but no one knew how to start it. When I was in high school, I was okay with having my hair straight because I was so used to it. And when I stepped out of that comfort zone and I started letting my hair have the volume and not knowing how people were going to react to it, that was when I realized I wasn't as confident as I thought that I was. Now that I wake up and I'm just like, whatever, and if you like it, you like it, that's great. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine too. Now is when I feel like I'm the most confident that I've ever been.
I'm Christina Vega. My Instagram is ChristinaVega_. I am a makeup artist and also a blogger and a beauty instructor. So I teach how to do makeup. And I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and been natural for about last 5 years, I'd say. I am half Panamanian and half Puerto Rican. So my mom has 4 kids, and
a lot of hair. We all had a lot of hair, so I can think far back where back in the day my mom would have a Sunday where she would do relaxers to straighten our hair in a row. I would say it was just easier for my mom. Outside in society though, people would always try to say that, oh, straighter hair is better than the curly hair. But growing up, it was really more because it was just easier for her. I realized I was doing some serious heat damage when I wore my hair like out natural, and it was like curly and then like pin straight. And it would never get back to that curly pattern. And a couple of things can take into factor with that. I definitely flat iron my hair like every other week. So it's like straight then natural, just because I like the options. And I also didn't use any heat protecting spray or cream. And I was like at like a 400 degrees. So I thought I was doing a good deed where, oh, my hair's straight, it's gonna last longer if I see steam going through my hair. And I'm like, oh, look how straight it is. And then I went back to trying to be natural. It's like, okay, you just fried your hair. So that, and then just doing it really often. And when you see that your pattern is maybe 3 different things happening, you have curly, waving, and pin straight. Like when you see that pin straight, chances are that is some serious heat damage. Yeah, okay. So for those who are in the middle of their transition or who want to go more natural, it does not happen overnight. Some people think, oh, what product can I use to get your hair like that? I'm like, bless your heart, there's no such thing as this miracle in a bottle that's gonna go from your hair straight to curly. Also, it's not gonna happen overnight. It took me literally almost over 5 years to get this. When people do see my hair, the first thing you don't want to do, and this is to anyone who has natural hair, is you don't go straight to touching your hair. You ask first. Number 1 rule. So that's when I get offended, because it's like, it's a part of me. That's like if someone has tattoos, you don't naturally touch their body. You're like, oh my God, that looks awesome, and then like keep your distance. When people say, is that a wig? I don't get offended. I see it as a compliment. It's like, oh, it's that good that you thought it was fake. Oh no, this is all me. I think we have a problem is when you think my hair is something that you could just grab. So ask first, and then I appreciate that. It is something that is kind of taken over. It's not a trend being natural. I say it's more of a movement where people are embracing their natural hair. And I forgot the percentage, but I know for sure, I've seen it on Instagram, of course, the percentage of relaxers and different things to straighten your hair has gone down, because women are just like, screw this, I'm going natural, and that's an awesome thing. So I think every year it's getting better and better, where more women are just embracing what they were born with, which I think is awesome. I feel people's vibes when they're looking at my hair, and it's not because they like it, they're looking at it because what the hell is that, and I will literally stare at them like straight on until they look away. Number 1 rule for any natural hair girl, I think if you go in any girl's bag, she probably has a pick in her hair, because honestly, the bigger, the better. They always say the bigger the better, closer to God. For me, I don't even need a mirror. I just know where I need to fluff, which is in the center. And if you really want to get big, you flip, which is and then you just gotta work it back and forth, and then make sure you can see. But yeah, I even need a mirror. I just know it's big. We're good, right?
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I am a New York City hairstylist, newly natural. My mom is from Belize and my dad's from Honduras, and this is my journey. I am learning how to embrace my natural texture. For the past almost 20 years, I've been relaxing my hair. My mom was the one who relaxed my hair. Thankfully, she's a hairstylist, so she was able to maintain the relaxer and the upkeep of it. But over time, I felt like I needed to just switch it up. And I got bored of my relaxer, and I figured, let me see what my real hair looks like. So what enticed me to go natural was sometime like towards the end of my college years, I would always try to diffuse my hair and put a curling iron to it, thinking, okay, let me just fluff up my hair and give it some more texture. But to me, this didn't make any sense. If I'm relaxing it and I'm putting a curling iron to it, adding more damage, it didn't make any sense. So it was at that moment I was thinking, okay, maybe I should try going natural just to see what it can do. But it was in beauty school where I got to learn more about chemical relaxers and the ingredients that are in it, I'm thinking, okay, I really don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to put those harsh chemicals into my hair. The process of the whole transition is literally just growing out or cutting out your damaged ends. I've done that for the past year and a half. So it was a journey just to get rid of all the damaged ends, and it can either be from a chemical or just straight heat damage or coloring your hair to be overprocessed. So it's just damaged ends you just want to get rid of. And it takes a lot of patience, a lot of haircuts, and a lot of maintenance. I've been a hairstylist going on 3 years now, so my clients are always shocked to see me now with my hair like this. They've been used to seeing my hair pulled back in a bun or it being in a braid. So now that they see my hair like this, they're like, whoa, is that a wig? And I'm like, no, this is my hair, this is me now. So as a kid, as a youth, I would always have this impression of, okay, straight, smooth hair equals beautiful hair. And I want to believe that the media kind of brainwashes people into believing that. So I'm glad that I did this transition just to embrace what I have. And now it seems like the whole curly, natural hair movement, people like to call it a trend. And I feel like it shouldn't be called a trend. Like, this is what you're born with. It grows out of your hair, like, it grows out of your head. So to me, that's a little silly, but I mean, you have to embrace what you have. You have to embrace what you're born with.
My name is Ashley Harris, and I was born in Philadelphia and raised in California. As far as my background goes, I actually took a DNA test, and I'm excited because I know the part of Africa I come from, which is West Africa. It's like the Cameroon. So I'm going to say I have obviously African background and Irish ancestry and a little bit of Scandinavian. Don't ask, that's what it is. In my family, we definitely embrace being natural. Although my mom keeps her hair cut really short because I just don't think she grasped the whole taking care of the curls and moisturizing it. She doesn't have time for that. Being raised in Philadelphia for a brief moment, a lot of the girls at school had straight hair. Everything was just straight. And my hair was curly, and my mom would just take water and grease and slick it up in a big poofy puff, which was my style. It was awesome. And growing up, I didn't really pay attention to the girls with straight hair. I didn't feel like I was an outsider or anything. I guess I just think differently. Being in Philly and seeing everyone with their straight hair, there was a moment, I'm going to say probably in like the 3rd or 4th grade, there was this girl, I don't know her name, I can't remember, but there was this girl who had beautiful long hair and it was straight. And for some reason, because my hair was curly and it wasn't the same length, I thought that relaxing it would make it grow that long, or at least reach to that, just be as straight and long as hers. And so I saw this commercial. I don't want to name the commercial, but I saw this really cool commercial about perm or relaxer for kids. And it was this cool song, and I was like, oh my God, I want to be like those girls. And I decided to perm my hair, and my mom was against it because I was so young and I had such fine hair, and I just kept begging her. I'm like, Mom, please, I want my hair to be straight. I want to be like those girls in that commercial. And she did it, and my hair fell out, completely fell out, and I had the burning sensation of the chemicals jacked me up as a kid, and my mom just put her foot down and said, no more. Love having curly hair. I love seeing other people with naturally curly hair, other women with naturally curly hair, because it feels like a little club, and we're so happy, and we don't have to worry about anything. And I love talking to them and getting tips like, hey, what do you do? And it's crazy because each person has a different texture and a different curl pattern. So it's like we're all different, unique flowers or plants or trees, whatever you want to call it. So being in the modeling industry and being ethnic and having curly hair and other models having straight hair, I feel, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I feel like they straighten their hair because they feel like they'll, one, get more bookings because they kind of cater to the mold, whatever beauty is supposed to be, which is straight hair, I guess. Or they do it because they don't want to put a burden on, they don't want to put a burden on the hairstylist who probably doesn't have knowledge of natural curly hair. I think the natural movement for me is just accepting your hair and not, I'd say don't cover your hair up before you know what you have. A lot of people, especially young girls, like when I was a young kid, I wanted to curl my hair because I thought that like my hair would be longer, straight and whatnot, but they don't know that their hair is even a certain texture. They want to just mask it right away. Mask it right away. Like there are so many different hairstyles. Like I loved as a kid having my hair in cornrows. I think that's a great step to the natural hair, but immediately they want to perm their hair. Immediately. And not only that, like perms have so many chemicals and it's so bad for you. It causes cancer, it causes fibroids. It's so bad for you.